Welcome to the Epcotian Adventure,
a podcast where we talk about all things Disney, but we're Epcot-centered.
including tips and tricks, festivals and favorites, and the very latest in our rankings and reviews.
But we're still old enough to remember when we were naively excited to ride It's Tough to Be a Bug.
This is episode 99. 7 closures and 8 openings at Walt Disney World in 2025.
Or, if you close an attraction and no one notices, did it really happen?
Yeah, we're not going to miss you, Tough to Be a Bug. Anyway, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast as we embark on our Epcotian adventure.
We call it Epcot.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 99. 99?
99,
Wow.
like Lufthansa.
Yeah, of the Epcotian Adventure. Or Maxwell Smart's secret agent wife.
Right?
Yeah.
Or bottles of beer on the wall.
Or the song by Toto. Yeah, anyway. 99, woo. Anyway, folks, episode 99 is all about some news. This is 7 closures and 8 openings at Walt Disney World in 2025.
That's a lot for a single year. Doesn't that feel like a lot?
It does. A lot of this was talked about at D23, but some of this is going to be news to you, or if you follow Disney World news, you may already know, but it was news to us.
Well, it's stuff that's actually happening now, not just sometime in the future. So we have not definitive dates because Disney doesn't do that, but we have sort of a timeline of things that are happening. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, so 7 closures at Walt Disney World in 2025. Some of these are going to be very sad. Some of them, it's about time. So number one of the things you cannot do starting in 2025 is wear bug eyes. Tough to Be a Bug. Closed on March 17th. It is gonzo. It is history. And, I don't think anybody cared.
Yeah, as far as we could tell, the only thing you could hear was crickets.
Yeah.
You get it, because it's bugs.
That was
and they're
good, yeah.
crickets. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
we are not going to miss that one at all. If you listened to us in the past, you may know that we have no love lost for this, I shouldn't say ride, attraction.
Right,
For this
adventure.
attraction. Yes. This consisted of giant spiders falling from the ceiling, hornets stinging you in the back, darkness, bug
Bugs
bombs
running down your butt at the exit. It was one of those attractions that was designed by a 5-year-old, is all I can figure.
and terrified the children. There was not a single time we saw this that there weren't children screaming.
I
in the
saw
audience.
adults crying in this
yes.
one. I was one of them. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm not sad to see that one. It has already closed.
And this is in the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. Tree of Life deserves better. It deserves to have an attraction that doesn't cause children to scream. So,
And
yay
keep
for that.
listening because you'll hear what's going to replace it here in
Yes,
just
and we're
a
excited
bit.
about that. So one more thing that you will not be able to do in Disney World in 2025 will be visit Mama.
Oh,
Now, what do we mean by that? That means Mama Melrose's at Disney Hollywood Studios, semi-beloved institution, will be closing. It is an Italian restaurant, sit-down restaurant experience, and that will be leaving us forever in May. I believe May 10th. That will be going away.
It means Jamie, our friend who is a server there, will have to be somewhere else.
Sorry, Jamie. I know you love your team there.
Yeah.
I'm sad for you, but we're excited for what's coming. And again, stay tuned for part 2 of this.
The number 3 thing you won't be able to do in 2025 is see a net full of Jell-O. Okay,
We love that
I
joke.
love that joke. It's still one of the funniest jokes in the pre-show at Muppet Vision 3D.
Well, they say all good things come to an end.
What's that got to do with this show?
We are all sad to see Muppet Vision closing. It's already been closed at California Adventure, so this is the last remaining one. It was the first one, of course, of
Yes.
the 2 that existed, and was supposed to be part of a larger Muppet-themed area, and it never really happened, unfortunately, and this is not the end of the Muppets.
Thank goodness.
We'll be moving over to Rock and Roller Coaster sometime in the next couple of years.
Which we've been begging for literally years.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem on Rock and Roller Coaster. Cannot wait.
We love that so much.
But this will be closing on June 7th forever.
I'm going away forever. Oh, great. Could you give me a sandwich? Would any of you people like anything? I mean, since he's going out, he could forever.
So if you will be going to Walt Disney World, in the near future, make sure to get to Hollywood Studios and see the attraction before it closes.
You know what? Before we move on from Muppet Vision 3D, how about if we just insert a couple of our favorite quotes? Because it is so quotable.
Hey, Bear! You're not even funny in 3D!
Oh, not you guys. How did you get here?
We entered a contest! Yeah, we lost!
I'd like to present the 3Ds.
Hi, I'm Dorothy. I'm Dinah.
I'm Max. Yeah, Debbie was sick, so the union sent me.
I love that. It's just
It just
Muppet.
makes me smile. So what's the next thing? And it is also Muppet related. You will not be able to eat rat pizza.
Ew.
This is Pizza Rizzo. It is directly across from Muppet Vision 3D, also in Muppet Plaza at Disney Hollywood Studios. This is also closing on June 7th. And although we don't have any great love for Pizza Rizzo, I do love the idea of Pizza Rizzo. I love that there's a Muppets restaurant. I love that there's an entire second floor devoted to a wedding reception that doesn't exist.
I
They
love
just
it.
made it up.
And the rat pizza thing, actually, if you watch the neon sign at night, you'll see it goes from best pizza in town or something to it's Rat's Pizza. So that's
It's pretty funny.
Ew.
But you only experience that at night, so you have to pay close attention. But that's adorable, and we will miss the general idea of Pizza Rizzo. And Gonzo's restrooms will also be gone.
Yeah, the Royal Flush.
The Royal Flush, which is just funny.
The next two really hurt. So, I don't even like to say this one. You won't be able to float on a raft. Tom Sawyer Island will be closing in the summer of 2025 to make room for a brand new Cars attraction. Well, area, really. That'll be part of Frontierland, I assume. I don't know if they're going to make it its own land or...
It doesn't sound like it right now, but it sounds like the ride itself is expansive enough that it's going to kind of create its own sub-area, is kind of my interpretation. But I guess we'll learn more as we come along. And going right along with that is going to be you will not be able to ride a paddle wheeler anymore. And that is because the Liberty Bell is also going away in the summer of 2025. This is one of those attractions that is never a must-do, but it's so lovely that it's there. It's a way to get away from crowds. It's a way to get out on the water. It's something that Walt was very passionate about. Walt and Lillian spent their anniversary on the Mark Twain at Disneyland, which is the equivalent of the Liberty Bell. And that's how important it was to them to have this as a feature. It's not just that Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty Bell are going away. We also are losing Rivers of America, and that is huge.
Yeah, a lot of Disney fans are just hurt by this one.
I'm often surprised by how often people go to the excuse, oh, Walt would hate that, or that's not something Walt would do. Walt embraced change. Walt loved changing the parks. He loved celebrating new inventions, new technology. That was his jam. He loved it. He even said Disneyland would never be finished as long as there was imagination left in the world. He embraced change. However,
not this change.
I do feel like this is one of those things. Not having the rivers, not having a water feature in Frontierland is such a huge, I don't want to say mistake because we haven't seen what's coming yet, but it feels like a giant loss, like a loss bigger than the sum of its parts. I will not miss Tom Sawyer Island. I hardly ever ride Liberty Bell. I will greatly miss Rivers of America.
Yeah, I wish they could just leave part of the river there at least, even just the loop around the first part of the island. Even if Liberty Bell is turned into a restaurant or
wouldn't that be cool?
Seating area or something. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
The last thing is also not something I'm going to miss, personally. It's, you can't save that dino. Poor dinosaur has run into a countdown to extinction. That was the original name. Anyway, Dinosaur will be closing at the end of 2025. There's not an exact date yet. They said it will be running maybe through the first part of 2026 now. So I guess we'll see officially when that closes. But that is the seventh thing that will be closing. And that's part of the Encanto area or the Tropical Americas area at Animal Kingdom that is replacing Dinoland. Most of Dinoland is already closed. They're going to be closing Dinosaur and the remaining food locations sometime at the end of 2025.
And as we know, that will be eventually replaced by Indy. Indiana Jones will be coming to Tropical Americas as well, replacing that dino ride. We are happy about that. I know there's a lot of people who have great nostalgia for Dinosaur. I'm very sad for them because it's a big loss. for them.
Yeah, I got to work the opening of Indy at Disneyland, so seeing Indy being brought over to Animal Kingdom, I think is fantastic because I'm a huge fan of the attraction. So,
and the music and the characters and the storylines that they always do are just always fun. So I'm excited to see it come in.
Well, let's move over to something a little happier.
Yay!
Let's talk about the 8 openings in Walt Disney World in 2025.
Again, that's a huge number. 8 new things coming.
This is all over the resort, too. The very first thing, if you listened to our last episode, you heard us talk about Patty's Bar at Raglan Road. This opened 2 weeks ago on March 8th. It's in addition to the Raglan Road complex, basically, there at the landing at Disney Springs. I love this. The bar is named after poet Patrick Kavanagh, who wrote the poem Raglan Road. I had no idea.
I
think that's amazing. The bar only has 9 bar stools. Just be aware that you're probably not going to get in and sit down, but you can get drinks to go, of course, because it's a bar, so they're going to want you to get food and drink and walk away. But if you're lucky enough to get one of those 9 seats, do it.
But that also offers you the opportunity to enjoy the live entertainment also at Raglan Road.
Yeah. So this is part of a larger complex that includes the Raglan Road restaurant, the gift shop, the hole-in-the-wall bar, and Cooks of Dublin fish and chips. They're saying that the bar will have unique Irish drinks and cocktails and beers. So probably some crossover between it and hole-in-the-wall as far as menu. And they do have some food offerings as well.
Very cool. Love a good Irish bar. Number 2 on the list is going to be The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. Now, you may think this is already existing. You may think this has been closed since COVID, but no, this is an entirely new adventure. So we are back over at Hollywood Studios. I'm not even sure what it used to be called.
That's been closed that long.
It has.
It was The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. No, that's the new one. Basically, The Little Mermaid show that was there at Animation Plaza. Or Animation Courtyard.
And this was a musical show, of course, featuring the fantastic music from the movie The Little Mermaid. And it included puppets and blacklight and fog effects and laser effects. And all of that has been taken out to be replaced by music and fog effects and laser effects and puppetry. So
yeah, it's a new take on the show, basically.
We're not sure exactly how it differs, but we are told that it is a different experience, and that will be opening this summer in summer 25.
So number 3 is Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After at the Sunset Showcase over by Rock and Roller Coaster off Sunset Boulevard. This originally housed the recently closed Cars
Lightning
McQueen show.
Something adventure.
Yeah. Again, another show that we used to rarely watch because it was way out of the way. I think this is going to be a much larger draw in general.
The Lightning McQueen show was actually really cute when we actually went to go see it. I'm going to say actually a few more times.
You actually say actually a lot.
I know, right?
And I actually don't ever say it, actually.
No, he actually doesn't.
Weird.
But it was actually a really cute show when we did go to see it. I'm sure it will be missed by small children who were the prime audience for
I wouldn't be surprised to see the animatronics show up somewhere.
I
Either
would hope
California
they do.
Adventure or Cars Land, or maybe in another location.
Or
in the
maybe
show.
Magic Kingdom.
Or on a float at
In the
Magic
queue.
Kingdom. Oh. Yeah.
I'm talking, there's a Cars experience coming.
Of course. Well, in that same vein, I'm wondering if this show is temporary and it's going to end up over in Magic Kingdom at the new Villains area.
That would be super cool.
And then maybe Muppets could move to there. The
That's
Muppet
my hope as well.
show could move into the
Disney,
3D.
are you listening?
Yeah, please.
Because how cool would that be?
And then that becomes Muppet Plaza. Hey, look at that. We're Imagineers. Okay. Well, that's supposed to open in summer of 2025 as well. There's no opening date yet set for this.
Read us what it says, though, because there is a small description of the show.
No, that's true. Yeah, the show, according to Disney, the show will feature appearances by dozens of the most infamous...
What does that mean? Infamous.
Infamous is when you're more than famous.
Evildoers with fiendish foes Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent, each breaking through the glass to take the stage in live production numbers.
I love that.
This
It kind of sounds like
to me-
Fantasmic.
It sounds a little like Fantasmic. It also sounds like the Alice in Wonderland show in Paris.
Ooh,
where there's
yes.
different characters that come out and each have their own song, their own bit. So
That
looking
could be
forward to
super
seeing
cool.
this. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this so much. I love the Disney villains. Rod, who's your favorite Disney villain?
My favorite Disney villain, I really like Hades.
Okay.
Because James Woods has
Yeah.
great voice. I love Scar. Same reason, Jeremy Irons. Great voice. I've never really thought about it that much. Cruella de Vil, I think, is my absolute favorite.
She's the worst.
She's the worst.
She's
and
literally
she's the most
trying to kill
flamboyant,
puppies.
Just over the top, though, and that's why I love her.
That's a good one. It's hard not to say Maleficent. I love Maleficent. Again, her voice is fantastic. Love Eleanor Audrey, I believe her name is.
Yeah.
Fantastic voice. Love her. You may also recognize her voice as Madame Leota. Next to Cruella, who was literally the worst, I think my scariest villain is Dr. Facilier.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the guy from Hunchback.
Oh, man. Yeah, Jean-Claude Frodo is terrifying. He's terrifying.
But Facilier, good choice. Good choice.
Oh, I also hate Oogie Boogie. Oh, he gives me the creeps. He's full of bugs, people.
Yeah.
Do we not understand this? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on from villains. Let's go to some heroes, because next up on our list is Disney's Starlight Dream the Night Away Parade. Disney is getting a nighttime parade again.
Magic Kingdom has needed a nighttime parade since before COVID.
I'm
This is
so
just one of those
excited.
things that, I mean, I still miss the electric parade. I miss Spectrum Magic.
Paint the Night. Wasn't fantastic, but it was still a nighttime
that was
parade.
Disneyland.
Well, it's still
But
a
it was
nighttime parade.
fantastic. Yeah. I don't miss the weird incarnation with the Pixies at Disneyland, though.
I don't even remember that one.
It was very short-lived. Light Magic.
Oh, I do remember that one. Oh, wow.
Another version of the Main Street Electric Parade. And I'm wondering if Starlight is going to actually use the Broco Down. Because those other ones that have come in, including Paint the Night and Light Magic, used variations of Broco Down in the
They
music.
even did for the drone show.
That's right.
In Paris,
That's
which
right.
was awesome. But Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away is the one that's coming. They have released some still photos, artist renderings, I should say, not photos, of some of the floats, and they are gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
They released one
wait.
that is a compilation of different princesses, one for Moana, and the newest one that they've released is Coco. So they're kind of giving us little snippets as we go along, and the renderings are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to see if I can find some, and I'll post those.
Well, knowing the Magic Kingdom entertainment team and Imagineering, the Coco Float alone, with all of the colorful possibilities that it comes with, it's going to have.
Oh,
so
man.
I can't,
They're all going to be gorgeous.
Cannot wait.
And the only release date so far for that is summer 2025. I'm betting it's going to be sooner rather than later, because they're going to want to get as much mileage out of this and all the merch that's going to accompany it. So I think it's probably going to be early summer, but stay tuned and that date will be released quickly, I would bet.
Yeah. Number 5. Well, this is no surprise to anybody. This is at Epcot and Test Track version 3.0. In my opinion, this has been long overdue. I have never seen a version of Test Track that I've just kind of went, but that's because I miss World of Motion.
Yes.
And Gary Owens. But from what I've seen, this is going to harken back to that. They're putting in more nature and more things that have to do with travel than the current Tron look that it had, or the test car, test dummy thing that they had before that. So I'm really looking forward to this. It is still sponsored by Chevrolet and is scheduled to open in late summer 2025. There is no specific date yet, but I'm sure we'll hear more as the summer progresses.
Now, if you are old like us or enjoy retro things like we do, you may remember See the USA in your Chevrolet. That was a thing. That was like their ad. And I just, in my head, I'm hearkening back to that with this new version, like taking a road trip with your family. And I think that that would be a really fun way to bring back that original World of Motion idea, but also keep it Chevrolet oriented. And I'm excited for whatever they bring to the table. We also know that Radiator Springs is the superior version of this, so anything they want to incorporate technology-wise for that would be great, too.
Bring it on.
Next up on our list is going to be number 6, and this is the Pirates Lounge.
I cannot wait. If they don't have rum here, I'm going to be upset. Unless
now,
that's the only thing they're ever out of.
That's what
that
I
would
said.
Be funny.
I said that they should have rum on the menu, but have it crossed out permanently, and so that you have to always ask, why is the rum always gone? I think that would be hysterical. This is scheduled to open in late summer 2025. This is in Adventureland at Magic Kingdom, right by Pirates of the Caribbean, the attraction. We don't know a whole lot about it. I'm hoping that they're going to have some sort of an alcohol menu. I mean, not exclusively. I don't think it should be a bar, but I think it would be really fun to have rum on the menu.
Yeah.
Or go the other route and have it always gone. I think that'd be super fun.
Why is the rum always gone?
But as you know, Magic Kingdom does not have quick service alcohol. The only place you can get alcohol is at a table service restaurant, and you cannot walk around with it. So I'm not sure how that would fit into the Magic Kingdom vibe, but you just never know. But I'm excited that the Pirate Parrot is making its return. That is so fun. The Barker Parrot, I believe they call him.
Yeah, from out in front of the attraction entrance for decades.
Yeah. So audio animatronic bird, pirate, or parrot.
Pirate Parrot, yeah.
And he would just sit outside the attraction and talk to folks. And I just think it's so fun that he's making a comeback for the lounge. That'll be so fun.
Number 7 is going to be the Spaceship Earth Lounge, which has been long overdue. And the lounge is called Geo82. There's never really been a lounge in Future World that I can think of.
I can't either.
I mean, I know they serve alcohol at the Joffrey's locations with the coffee, but it's not quite the same thing. We do know also that it's going to be adults only, 21 and over, so you're going to have to leave the kiddos out playing games in the Exodus Spaceship Earth. This is taking over the old sponsor area at the very back of the Spaceship Earth complex. So if you were walking out of the exit and into the back area with all of the games and stuff, if you kept walking all the way back as far as you could go, it was just beyond that. So this will be, if you go into the new Celebration Plaza and sit next to Walt, turn right around and you'll see some windows. That's where this is going to be. So it's going to have a great view of World Showcase and the fireworks show.
And the backside of Waltz.
And the backside of Waltz.
Is that the ninth wonder of the world? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I love that. That's a great one. But this is scheduled to open sometime in the winter of 2025. It is currently under construction, so if you're at Epcot, you will see some construction walls probably around the backside. That's what this is the construction and rebirth of this area that's, since Siemens left as the sponsor, has really been used for probably not much of anything.
And it's never been accessible to the public before.
Right.
So the renderings that they've released of this are gorgeous as well. It looks very elegant and very upscale, and like you're going to be highly underdressed going in as a sweaty tourist at the end of the day. But I can't wait.
Cannot wait.
And last on our list, number 8, is what we alluded to in the very beginning, replacing Tough to Be a Bug in the iconic Tree of Life at Disney Animal Kingdom is coming. Zootopia, Better Zoogether.
Zoogether, yeah.
And this is going to be opening at winter 2025 as well, so the end of this year. And it will be another probably 3D show. That's what they tend to do.
I saw an artist rendering of a couple of the characters running, and they have the 3D glasses like on top of their heads. So
that'll be cute.
I'm pretty sure it'll be 3D. I did see that there's a Clawhauser animatronic, probably like the one from Zootopia at Shanghai Disney.
Yes, I saw that as well, and I'm excited that they are probably going to have nothing dropping from the ceiling to scare you, and probably nothing stink bombing you. So there's going to be lots of improvements just by making it Zootopia.
Hey, Officer Hops, you ready to make the world a better place?
Which happens to be our favorite Disney film. So.
I know as well as Gazelle will be in this.
Oh, fun. As an animatronic?
I'm not sure if she'll be an animatronic or if she's
because they already have
be...
her from Shanghai as well.
And she's amazing.
Yeah, she is.
The video we've seen from that. I would hope they bring her over as well. I know she's in the video, at least, or in the movie portion. I'll put it that way.
I'm super excited for this. We love Zootopia. We love the music. Super excited to see those characters coming to a park that celebrates animals. Like, that makes perfect sense to me. So, love it. Can't wait. We want to know what you're most excited about that's coming this year. There's so many changes. What are you most excited to see implemented? What are you sad to lose? Let us know what your feelings are.
So, folks, that's 7 closures and 8 openings at Walt Disney World in 2025. Let us know what your favorite one's going to be. I can't wait. Before we go, we'd like to give a big thank you to our theme music composer, Jason Patrick Rowan, whose music is licensed to Pond 5. And, of course, thank you, Phoenician.
Thank you, Phoenicians. And don't forget to rate, review, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help other people find us. You can find us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Epcotian Adventure is a $1,000 brunch production and a proud gold member of D23. Thanks for joining us today for episode 99 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And we'll see ya in episode 100.
Bye.
Thank the Phoenicians.
Yep, number 3 is Disney Villains Unfairly After. Number 3...
Numbers are hard.
Oh, right. Number 3 is Disney Villains Unfairly After...
Take 3!
Take 3!